Just when viewers thought Theo Silverton, James Cartwright, couldn't sink any lower in Coronation Street, the villain has committed an act so unforgivable it has left fans reeling. After months of manipulative, abusive behavior, Theo has now crossed the ultimate line, killing one of his neighbors in a horrifying chain of events in Corriedale. Fans have had their pitchforks ready for Theo for some time. Ever since his dark relationship with Todd Grinshaw, Gareth Pierce began to unravel on screen. What initially appeared to be a controlling but subtle dynamic quickly escalated into something far more sinister. Theo's relentless criticism of Todd's body and appearance soon gave way to emotional manipulation, gaslighting, and, eventually, physical violence. Todd has endured repeated injuries at Theo's hands, forced to hide bruises and pain while being psychologically trapped by the man who claimed to love him. Each episode revealed new depths to Theo's cruelty, leaving viewers desperate for Todd to escape before things turned deadly. One such injury proved to be the turning point. At Debbie Webster, Sue Devaney, and Ronnie Bailey's Vinta Morgan wedding, Todd's pain became impossible to conceal. It was Billy Mayhew, Daniel Brocklebank, who first sensed something was deeply wrong. Already suspicious about Theo's controlling behavior, Billy's fears were confirmed when he spotted the bruises Todd had been desperately trying to hide. Relief briefly washed over viewers when Todd finally confided in Billy and asked him to take him home. It felt like the beginning of Todd's escape, a chance to break free from Theo's grip. But that hope was cruelly snatched away when Theo boarded the minibus at the last possible moment, much to Billy's visible horror. As the minibus journey continued through Corriedale, tensions exploded. Billy made no effort to hide his disgust, and it soon dawned on Theo that the vicar knew everything: the abuse, the lies, the violence. For Theo, a man obsessed with control, this was a dangerous moment. Tragically, the minibus was heading straight towards chaos. Ahead lay the devastating crash site involving Emmerdale's John Sugden, Oliver Farnworth, and Aaron Dingle, Danny Miller, whose car had collided with the Swains. In a desperate attempt to prevent further disaster, Parla Connor, Allison King, threw herself in front of the minibus to stop it from plowing into the wreckage where Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, and Betsy, Sidney Martin were still trapped inside. Billy swerved to avoid Carla, and the minibus flipped. What followed was sheer carnage. Vehicles piled into the crash, screams echoed through the chaos, and the minibus lay wrecked on its side. As passengers scrambled to escape, it quickly became clear that Billy was still trapped inside the driver's seat, injured and unable to free himself. Smoke began to fill the bus almost immediately. The situation grew more desperate by the second as flames crept closer. Todd, who had initially been knocked unconscious, eventually came round to find Theo looming over him. Panicked, Todd demanded to know where Billy was. It was then that Theo made a decision that sealed his fate as one of Coronation Street's most chilling villains. Theo headed back into the burning minibus, and for a brief, fleeting moment, viewers dared to hope. Could this be the start of redemption? Was Theo finally about to do the right thing? Those hopes were shattered in seconds. Billy was still trapped, desperately trying to unbuckle his seatbelt and free himself. Just as he managed to release it, Theo appeared, not to save him, but to condemn him. When Billy spoke of believing there was still some good left in Theo, the vicar's words were met with cold calculation. Theo refastened the seatbelt, leaving Billy trapped. Moments later, the minibus was engulfed in flames before exploding in a devastating fireball. As the wreckage burned, only one person stumbled out alive: Theo Silverton. Billy Mayhew was dead. The shocking twist confirmed what fans had feared for weeks. Theo was capable of anything to maintain control over Todd. By silencing Billy, Theo eliminated the one person who truly knew the truth, and who posed the greatest threat to his carefully constructed lies. Now, Todd remains trapped not just emotionally, but psychologically, under the control of a man who has proven he will kill to protect himself. Viewers are left asking whether Todd will ever escape Theo's grip, and whether justice will catch up with the killer hiding in plain sight. With Billy's tragic death hanging over Corriedale, the pressure is mounting. How long can Theo keep his secret buried? And when the truth finally comes out, will Todd survive long enough to see it? One thing is certain. Theo Silverton has crossed a line he can never come back from, and Coronation Street may never be the same again.